Hello everybody, welcome to the July monthly album reviews. I've got 15 records here for you today. We got 3 big records that I'll be talking about more extensively, and then 4 records after it that will be sort of less extensively talked about. 3 groups, 1 big one, 4 small ones, so 3 times over, that's 15. We got 3 groups today. I hope you enjoy this video, and let's just jump right in, shall we? New Panic at the Disco record, Viva Las Vengeance. I liked this album. I'll be the first to admit, I liked it. Look, the singles, while I loved most of them, Middle of a Breakup might be the worst song on here, aside from Something About Maggie, which is just very kind of hard to listen to. I get the whole idea of it, like, be strong, fight back, but like the way it's presented, what the fuck, Brendan? No. The title track, best song on here, aside from Say It Louder. That song's amazing. Don't Let the Light Go Out is great. Local God, I've had that song stuck in my head ever since I listened to it the first time. God Killed Rock and Roll is good, not great. Sugar Soaker, it's a guilty pleasure for me. And Do It to Death is a great closer. This is what Pray for the Wicked should have been. There's more guitar incorporation, there's piano incorporation. Every instrument is utilized here, and whether or not you think that's well, I do think it is an improvement. Pray for the Wicked is not a good record. I still return to some of the songs. I do have it on vinyl, but that's more because my mom just knew I liked Panic at the Disco and just picked the first record she saw, which happened to be Pray for the Wicked. However, this is definitely better. 7 out of 10. It's a good album. I listened to some EPs at the beginning of the month, the first of which is easily the best EP I've heard this year, Summertime Blues by Zach Bryan. I'm surprised this is even an EP. I didn't listen to American Heartbreak. It's 2.5 hours long. Jesus Christ, I have a life, guys. And that'd mean I'd be listening to it for, let's do the math there, 7.5 hours, which is more time than I want to devote to a single album. However, I did listen to this EP, and my God, is it good. The only track I disliked is Jamie, and that's more because of the feature. I don't think it really added anything to the song. In fact, it detracted from the experience of Zach Bryan for me. And I do like Zach Bryan, by the way. I'm not saying I dislike him. Zach Bryan is one of my favorite country artists working today. Quittin' Time, the first track, is great. I love Oklahoma Smoke Show. I think that's an amazing track. The title track is great. Matt and Audie is amazing, and All the Time, the closer, is probably the best closer this month. This Lil Uzi Vert EP, Red and White, it's okay. There's nothing inherently terrible here. I don't like It's a Hit and Flex Up and Glock in My Purse. Are they terrible, horrible disgraces to music? Glock in My Purses, but other than that, no. I can't say that if I'm in the right mood, I wouldn't bump some of these, and I would certainly bump Space Cadet and Cigarette all the time. Those songs slap. However, when comparing this to other Lil Uzi Vert songs that I definitely prefer more, EXO Tour Life, what's the one, the whole Eternal Take album, this just doesn't stand a chance. This Pussy Riot EP, I really did want to like this, but it's just not really my thing. And no, it's not because of a strong female, taking empowerment. That's not my issue. I really couldn't care less about that part of the music. And while I do think it works in some areas, like Poof Bitch, I love that song. That's an amazing track. Or Plastic, I like that song a lot. I think the features ultimately bog it down, and I think that ultimately this is a pretty incoherent EP, and incoherent songs throughout, even if sometimes they get lucky. This new Art vs. Science album, I did listen to the single Moonlight, fucking amazing song. So I had high hopes for this thing, and then it just turned out to be okay. I like We Are Learning. I love Check the Boombox. How to Stay High was really the first indication that this was going to be try-hard music. And try-hard music isn't necessarily bad. I'm not saying that. However, when done incorrectly, it's some of the worst. And while they don't do it often incorrectly, they do it incorrectly just enough to where I actively hate some of the tracks, to the point where this album as a whole just becomes okay. This new JID record, it's great. I'm not going to tell you any differently. I thought it was great. It's going to make my year end. However, can we all just agree that Just in Time and System M are not good pieces of music? Dance Now is a personal preference thing. I just don't like it. I can't even tell you why I don't like it. It just rubs me the wrong way, personally. So I'm not going to try to tell you that that's a horrible, horrible song. However, I'm not also going to try to tell you that this track list is flawless. In fact, quite the opposite. It does have its flaws. However, the flaws don't bog it down. If I'm just listening to this album straight through, I could probably do it without really noticeably hating every track. However, when I'm actually analyzing it, they kind of start to fall apart. System M is a little long for me, and fucking, oh god, Just in Time. What is even this track? It's so out there that it just doesn't work anymore. However, tracks like Radar, Crack Sandwich, fucking Surround Sound, Bruddenham, fucking Stars, Can't Make You Change, and the closer Louder too, are great tracks, and I'm not going to tell you any differently. JID proves how well of a lyricist he can be without actively trying to be a lyrical miracle, which is the big issue I see in a lot of great lyricists. Logic, as a prime example, he raps fast, but who the fuck cares? JID doesn't rap fast, he stays on a flow that's not fast, it's not slow, it's the perfect amount of time, and each line delivered hits you in a different way. I was really anticipating the ska record from The Interrupters, and yeah, it's good. I didn't like As We Live, I didn't like Kiss the Ground, I didn't like Let Them Go, I didn't like Burdens. However, Raised by Wolves is probably one of my tracks of the year. In the Mirror is a good song. Anything Was Better is great. I love Jailbird. The Hard Way is amazing. Oh my god. Worst for Me is probably one of the better tracks on here. It's just a good album. Like, it's some solid ska rock if you're looking for it. This Wormrot album is good and nothing more. It's one of those Pig Destroyer type metal bands where each song is sort of shorter, minute max, unless they're doing a more fleshed out track, in which case those are my personal favorites on this album. However, some of these tracks are really good even as shorter songs. Behind Closed Doors is really good. When Talking Fails, It's Time for Violence, Your Dystopian Hell, fucking, god, Pale Moonlight, fucking Son of Disease. It's a good album. Definitely check it out. This new one from Megan Thee Stallion just didn't do it for me. There are tracks on here that are good, and nothing more, like Sweet as Pie and Pressurelicious. However, there's also tracks on here that are great, like Plan B, like fucking Gift and a Curse, Ungrateful, NDA, Not Nice, And then there's tracks on here that are just flat out bad, like Budget, Her, Miss Nasty, Who Me, Red Wine, Anxiety, Flip Flop. I don't know. This is a mixed bag at best, and an inconsistent, incoherent mess at worst. This new one from Hollywood Undead. Do you like Hollywood Undead? You'll like this. It's basically the same goddamn shit they've been doing since 2008. Do you dislike Hollywood Undead? You won't like this. It's basically the same goddamn shit they've been doing since 2008. Oh, Muse. I love Won't Stand Down. I think that's an amazing track. I've been bumping it since the beginning of the year. It goes hard as shit. I loved Will of the People. I thought the chants were good. I loved the campiness of it. I loved Kill or Be Killed. I thought it was a really great track. Compliance? No. I loved it on first listen, and then I listened to it a second time and thought, man, fuck this song. It's the same goddamn synth line for 4 minutes, and there's no fucking point to it. And that's how I feel with this album. Ghosts, How Can I Go On is a weird break, a weird piano break on this album that sort of sounds like a breakup song for no fucking reason. You Make Me Feel Like It's Halloween is such a stupid-ass song, I want to kill myself. We Are Fucking Fucked is campiness at its worst. It explains exactly why 20s fucking sucks. However, Liberation, fucking amazing track. One of the better tracks here. I love it. Verona, great track. Euphoria, it's a good track. Not much more to it, but it's a good track. This album is a mixed bag. However, when it's doing everything right for me, it's some of the best Muse has been in years. It's the best Muse has been in years. I mean, when it's bad, it's not even worse than Simulation Theory, so I guess I don't know what I was looking for, but whatever, man. This new one from Danger Mouse and Black Thought, Cheat Codes. It's a good album. I liked it. My favorite track was Strangers. I have nothing more to add. If you want to see a really good review of it, go watch the Neodrops review. That's going to sum up my thoughts more than I could. This Midwest emo band's self-titled record, Flight Patterns. This is a really great Midwest emo album, and it's not even the best one of the month. Like, think of that. This is easily a 9 out of 10. Not my favorite Midwest emo record of the month. It's a great album. I highly recommend Cadence. It's a very twinkly Midwest emo album, mixing in elements of math rock, similar to my favorite Midwest emo of this month. However, it's not my favorite. However, it's still an amazing album. You should definitely check it out. It's only like half an hour long, if I remember right. So definitely check it out. This one from Rudimentary Penny, Death Church. The Anarcho-Punks gave this one to me. I was on the subreddit and I was looking for some punk music, and they allowed me to take a listen to find out about this band. And this is a good record. Very much follows the same idea as that Wormrot record with shorter tracks, and follows the same idea as pretty much any punk record, I guess. But yeah, I liked it. I liked Blissful Myth. I loved Pig in a Blanket. That's probably my favorite track. Alice Crucifies the Pedophiles is also an amazing track. Just go ahead and listen to this whole thing, really. You're not going to love everything on here, but what you do love is some of the best punk you'll hear this year. And finally, my favorite Midwest emo album of this month, Tiny Moving Parts' self-titled. Every single on this thing fucking slapped. North Shore, Demons Are Taking Over, Tangled Up, and Day Drunk. Decibel, best song on this thing. It's amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fucking amazing. All My Guts, incredible. Jotting Notes, sign me up. However, Downhill Spiral and Bad Trip are just good. I'll admit that. But the math rock influences on this thing, the lyrics on this thing, the delivery of the lyrics on this thing, the vocal delivery, the bass on this thing, my God, the bass, the percussion is very intricate. It's a great Tiny Moving Parts album, and it's not even their best. Thank you for watching the video. I'm sorry this is going to be a little late. However, that's okay, because this month I'm doing fucking everything. Not everything, but I am doing a passion project, so that'll be fun. I'm hoping that maybe I can get the passion project done that I wanted to get done by this month, in this month, so maybe I'll push it back till next month. However, pretty sure I can't, I'll just give you guys a different passion project. It'll probably be a tier list or something. I've been debating doing one of those. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, have a great day, evening, month, whatever. And this is the first time I'll ask, but if you like the video, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100. At 100, I'll do a special thing for y'all, so subscribe, please. Peace.